Hi Internet, I'm John Appleseed. Welcome to my YouTube channel today where we do a daily crossword puzzle. Today we've got the Los Angeles Times puzzle for the 1st of May 2026. Where is the constructor's name? I would like to give credit to the constructor, but the constructor's name is missing here. So I'll include that in the comments. I'll look up this puzzle on the internet and see if I can find the constructor. Patty Verrill edits the puzzle. So that's throwing me for a loop a little bit. Let's try and adapt and overcome. Okay, one across is departing word. By chow in 4 letters, not sure. One down, nears burning. Like Sears or Chars, I'm not sure about that either. 2 down, Geek Squad offering. IT help is my guess for that. 3 down, charge for cash. Some kind of fee, an ATM fee, would be a charge to get your cash out of the ATM. 4 down, Gilbert and Sullivan work. They wrote operettas, and that fits with chow, so I don't think we're looking for a specific Gilbert and Sullivan title, but just operetta would be a generic term for their work. Address letters, HTTP, would be addresses for an internet site. Dramatic sigh, ah me or oh me, nears burning. Let's try chars for 1 down. Ah me. 20 across, color commentators remark about a zebra on the field. A zebra can be a referee in sports because of the black and white stripes they wear. Have I got operetta incorrect? 23 across, created hazardous driving conditions. Perhaps. So the weather sleeted was creating hazardous driving conditions. 28 across, organization that promotes vegan litter. Probably PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals. 21 down, cyber commerce. Yeah, we change retail to e-tail. I've heard that before, an e-tail business. 5 down, abrade is to what? Like rub away something? Erode? Maybe? 5 across, of course, in Oviedo. I think we're looking for a Spanish language answer here. I know Oviedo as a last name of people in Spanish-speaking countries, a surname. I guess it comes from a place. So I think we're looking for a Spanish word for of course. Por supuesto is my first guess, but claro is also used to mean of course. So to abrade, to chafe. Yeah, that's a good synonym for abrade. Club record holder for 6 down. With a question mark, some kind of joke here. A record holder in a club, like a DJ? 7 down, the kite runner boy. Kite runner was a book set in Afghanistan. I don't know the characters' names. 8 down, part. A role, a part in a play. 9 down, Yemen neighbor. Okay, Oman, neighbor's Yemen. Bleachers shout out. You might shout out your mom if you're in the bleachers and you happen to be shown on TV. St. Teresa's birthplace, St. Teresa of Avila, the saint. What is the club record holder? A live DJ. Yeah, a DJ who plays live would be holding records and spinning them. Maybe Amir for the kite runner boy. A reference? Okay, a color commentator's remark about a zebra on the field. A remark about a ref would be a reference to a ref. So we get reference. All right, I'm sure the other theme clues will have something similar like that. We'll find that out. Okay, that does make sense to me. 22 down, audit firm exec, a shortened form of executive. So we're looking for another abbreviation in the answer. CPA, an accountant. 10 across, Chevrolet model until 2019. Didn't Chevy make the Nova? 16 across, biblical plot. I think we're looking for a plot of land here. The Garden of Eden is a biblical plot of land. 19 across, succeeding. Not sure. Deceptive layer for 10 down. A deceptive layer. 11 down, Amanda Gorman's and blank we owe. She is a poet, maybe an ode we owe. I don't know that title, but that makes sense. Latin law. Law, isn't it lex or something? 13 down, boom operators need. Boom operators need. Maybe Nova is wrong. What would a boom operator need? What's 24 across? 2-digit sign. The peace sign is made with 2 digits. A veneer is a deceptive layer, I guess. A layer of something on something else. Chevy, is there a Chevy Volt? That goes with old. And I think the Latin word for law is lex, but I'm not confident about that. Succeeding, what comes, the succeeding thing is the next thing, the thing that follows. And, oh, TNT. Okay, so Chevy Volt, I think, is a car, maybe, do they not make them anywhere? Isn't that their electric car? And then TNT, an explosive. That's why we've got a question mark at the end of this clue. Something you would need to make a boom would be an explosive, TNT. So that fits. All right, 29 across. Pickling, canning, headspace, annealing, etc. Jar? Pickling and canning makes me think of jars. Canning fruit. Annealing, I think, is part of that sealing process. Maybe headspace. You need to leave enough headspace in the jar to expand, I guess. But this is jar jargon is what I'm thinking of here. These are all professional terms or jargon associated with sealing, preserving food in jars. Okay, it is jar jargon, and that fits the pattern of reference. 33 across. Quaint affirmation. Tis I. Sticky stuff. Gel, maybe 30 down from the top. Again, let's do it again. Let's do it from the top. 31 down. Kim Possible sidekick. Blank stoppable. Did not watch that show. 32 down. Cusack of the Toy Story franchise. Joan Cusack voiced, what's the cowgirl's name? Jessie the cowgirl? Yeah. Let's try Goo for sticky stuff, and Ron Stoppable sounds like a good cartoon character name. 25 down, Spellbound, Agog. And 26 down, Dirt Cheap country singer, Johnson. Cole Johnson kind of rings a bell. Well, abnormal, I like odd for that. 27 down, Terminus is the end, maybe Cody Johnson. And then 37 across, Like Clockwork, etc. Or Like Clockwork, for example. Just based on the pattern we've got, maybe an analog analogy. Analog analogy, yeah, that works. Analog is referring to clockwork, the movements of hands or around a dial. Okay, 42 across, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern for one. They are a duo, maybe, 2 characters from Hamlet, and a good play by Tom Stoppard. 42 down, Short Decline. A dip, yeah, I'm trying to put a D here for duo. I think just a 3-letter word that would fit there. They're 2 characters that kind of go together. 37 down, Lighting Effect, an aura. 38 down, Lunch Hour for some. Let's try noon for that. That makes sense. And 45 across, Pressing the Permanent Press button. Irony? Why is it ironic? Because you're pressing a button that says press temporarily, but it's permanent? I'm not sure I'm getting the irony, but it certainly makes sense with the pattern we've got. Okay, 34 down, Skyrocket to soar. 39 down, Mop and Blank. Mop and Glow, is that a cleaning product? Comedian Wong is Ali Wong. 44 across, prefix with binary. Non-binary. 40 down, Blank Luck. Lots of luck can be used sincerely or ironically, I guess. 41 down. How viral videos might be played. On repeat or something like that. Swim, bike, run races, or triathlons. Tries. 53 across. Lifeblood. Not sure. 52 across. Growing alarm is panic. I'm starting to panic. We haven't gotten any songs yet. Let's try and get another song here in the bottom third of the puzzle. 47 down. Clinch is to ice something with quick movements. Nimble. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. 60 across. Place to find one's credit history with a question mark. A tomb? A blurb on a book? Tarot figure carrying a bindle. What is a bindle? I'm not sure what a bindle is. I think it's something to do with weaving, but maybe I'm thinking of spindle. I'm not sure. Fool. Fool is a tarot figure. All the tarot cards have those, archetypes on them. Fool might be one. Maker of in-zone gaming gear. Don't know that. Hypotheticals for 60 down are ifs. And that matches with fool for 65 across. I don't know why the fool is carrying a bindle, because I'm a fool when it comes to knowing what a bindle is. 61 down, ranch sound. You might hear the word or the sound moo on a ranch from a cow. Put on is to don. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. I'll accept that for today's song. So IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, you might find a history of someone's film credits. Yeah, that makes sense. Nimble looks right. Words are but wind. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. So I'm not sure what that is. 57 down. Fries alternative. Some other side dish like slaw, maybe. 58 down. Out of control. Amok. I like that. 59 down. Not natural. Fake. I'm guessing at these. Rodeo cry. Maybe yippee or yahoo. Words are but wind. Home of Creighton University. That might be Omaha. That would fit with Yahoo instead of Yippee for 48 down. Program broadcast from Rockefeller Plaza. No. Presents inaccurately. As data is skews. Pretty confident about that one. Let's change. Oh, let's make Yippee Yeehaw. Then we can get Omaha. I think Creighton University might be in Nebraska. Fries alternative. Tot. Tater tots. Another potato-based side dish. Program broadcast from Rockefeller Plaza. Oh, the Today Show. Yeah, Rockefeller Plaza is where NBC is. So what is not natural? It's made. Words are but wind is a metaphor, and because what makes it a metaphor? Because it involves words. I'm not sure I'm getting that completely, but yeah, metaphor makes sense. Collar supports are stays. Lifeblood is the essence of something. Okay, we're almost done here. Let's try it on repeat for how you might play viral videos. Half of a meditative refrain. Meditative refrain. Nope. Film and compositions are film scores. And 55 down, Dada Pioneer Max. Dada is something to do with art. I need to look that up. I'll put that on my list of things to look up, along with bindle. I like doing crossword puzzles because they make me realize things that I kind of know but don't really know, and it helps me learn where I need to be more precise in my knowledge. Okay, Max Ernst is an artist I've heard of. I'll look him up, as well as the Dada movement, figure out what exactly that is. To net pay is to earn. Gastropub pours, probably ales. Oh, you might do inhale, exhale as part of a meditative refrain. So one half of that would be inhale. Tryout is to test, and I think he will finish the puzzle. Some letters are incorrect. Okay, let me just do a quick check and see if I can see what was something I wasn't quite sure about. Look at these themed answers: meta-metaphor, analog analogy, reference, jargon. Yeehaw was something I changed a couple times. Amok, Omaha today skews, stays. Lot of luck, no, essence looks right. Inhale scores Ernst, Gog. Okay, I'm not seeing anything that looks out of place, so I think I'm going to have to use a cheat here. Let's reveal the grid and see what is... Will that tell me if I've got something wrong? No. Okay, when I do that on the Los Angeles or on the New York Times website, it'll highlight errors in red. It didn't do it. So this looks different. Swim, bike, run. Yeah, that's tries. Iron, irony. I'm not sure where the error was. I think it just corrected it for me. What was this one? Yeah, Ron Stoppable. I had that. Joan Cusack. Okay, I'm going to have to watch this again, and I'm sure the error will be obvious. I hope it was just a typo. Just looking at the answers, I don't see anything that looks different from what I was thinking. So I hope there was just a typo somewhere. All right, well, that's today's puzzle. Well, it's 44 across. Non-binary, I had that, yeah. Okay, well, I will put in the description down below where the error was once I find it. And so thanks for joining me. Let me know how you did on this puzzle, and if you can see the error that I missed, let me know that in the comments. And I hope you enjoyed that. Please come back for more puzzles and games. On Tuesdays, we do a cryptic crossword class. You're welcome to join me for that as well. All right, I'll see you next time.